In this chapter, we going to learn about rational numbers. Rational numbers also we are going to learn. Then there are additive inverse. What about additive identity? What about multiplicative inverse? Then there are rational numbers. Properties are we are going to learn in this chapter. Properties means a closure property, associative property, distributive property, commutative property. Like this properties also we are going to learn, discuss in this chapter. Then distributive property using and how to find out the answers. Then how to draw the number line and how to represent the rational numbers in this chapter. In this line in this chapter we are going to discuss about these things. First, I tell about rational numbers. First, what about natural numbers? You know, in 7th class you already learned that. What about natural numbers? Natural numbers means natural numbers. Natural numbers means counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, like this numbers, counting numbers, we call it as a natural number. It denoted an alphabet n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. This is this bracket, we call it as a flower bracket. This bracket we call it as a flower bracket. Read it as set of 1, 2, 3, etc. We call it as a natural numbers. Next word is whole numbers. Whole numbers means here counting numbers also belonging and zero also including in this set. Such a number pattern we call it as a whole numbers. It denote an alphabet W. W is equal to set of, read it as a set of 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. We call it as a whole numbers. Then next word is integers. Next word is integers. Integers means here counting numbers. That means counting numbers also belonging. That means 1, 2, 3, etc. also belonging. Whole numbers. Whole numbers means that also 0 also including there. 0 also belonging there. So and the negative numbers also belonging there. Such pattern, number pattern, we call it as integers. So here integers denoted an alphabet Z or I. It denote an alphabet Z or I is equal to negative integers are -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, etc. We call it as an integers. So here what about negative integers? The numbers less than 0 we call it as a negative integer, and numbers greater than 0 we call it as a positive integers. Then rules for integers case you learned in 7th class already. Rules, additive rules, additive rules. Additive rules means integers case additive rules are here two positive numbers are first rule. Two positive numbers are adding time, we get a positive integer. Two positive numbers are adding time, we get a positive integer. Example 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5, 2 is a positive integer, 5 is a positive integer. Both are adding time, we get a positive answer 7. Same way second rule, any numbers. Second rule says that one is a negative integer, other is a positive integer. So at that time what we want to do is first rule says that first we should subtract. First we should subtract and afterwards put which number is bigger number sign we keep there. Put big number sign. Big number sign. See here opposite sign means operation is addition operation. First what we want to do, first we should subtract the two numbers. Afterwards looking the question which number is bigger, that number containing which sign, that sign we keep it on the answer place. Example -10 plus 7. See, minus 10 plus 7. 10 is a negative integer. Minus 10 is a negative integer. 7 is a positive integer. Here one negative integer and a positive integer is there. Both are operation is adding operation, adding time. What answer we will get in a first rule says the first we should subtract that two numbers. So we subtract 10 minus 7 comes to be how much? 3. And which is bigger number? Which first number wise in looking, which is bigger number, 10 or 7 is bigger? We know that 10 is greater than 7. Then look at the symbol. Afterwards look at the symbol. Symbol of 10 is negative, that's why a symbol of 3 mark it as a minus 3. So we get answer it as a minus 3 is the answer. Another example, 20 plus minus 3. 20 plus minus 3. See, 20 is a positive integer, minus 3 is a negative integer. Our operation is a addition operation. Here what we want to do, here 20 positive integer, minus 3 is a negative integer. So first opposite sign numbers are coming there. That's why what we want to do, rule says that first we should subtract. Subtraction doing 20 minus 7 comes to be how much? 17. So which is bigger number, 20 or 3? 3 is a bigger number, 20 is bigger. That's why we get a minus. So we get a positive 17. Positive 17 means a positive symbol need not want to keep. So we can mark it as a 17 is the answer there. So like this way rule telling, or otherwise you can write it as a plus or minus. In this way you learned means that way any method you can apply. Plus or minus change to minus 3. So 20 minus 3 comes to be how much? 17 is the answer there. So in this way or otherwise rule wise telling time minus plus 20 and 3 is a negative integer. Our operation is positive. So what we want to do, opposite side means first we subtraction do 20 minus 3 comes to be 17 and bigger number side, bigger number is here 20. That's why we put a positive. Positive means it is understood without symbol also it is a positive value only there. The next third rule says that both are negative numbers. At that time first we add the number and put put same sign. That means minus same sign. Put minus sign. That means see here example. One example is the minus 5 plus a minus 3. So look here, minus 5 is a negative integer, minus 3 is also a negative integer. Both are negative. So what we want to do, first of all, we want to add these two numbers. First we add these numbers, 5 and 3 are adding. 5 plus 3 comes to be how much? 8. And both have same symbol. That's why our answer becomes how much? Minus 8. So we can say that same sign means first we add and put a same symbol. So your additive rules says that two positive numbers coming time add and put a positive answer. Opposite side means one is negative, other is positive means what we want to do, subtract and put a big number sign. Then both are negative case. First we add and put a same symbol, that means minus symbol we want to keep it on the answer place. This is our additive rule. Then next I'm going to tell about multiplication rule. Multiplication rule says that multiplication rule multiplication rule says that first rule two positive numbers are multiplied time we get to positive answer. Example 2 into 7 is equal to 40. Then 42 and 7 both are multiply and we get a positive answer. Second rule says that one is negative, other is a positive number. First we want to multiply that given number and put a minus sign. Example, minus 5 into 8, minus 5 into 8. First what we want to do, multiply these two number. 5 8s are how much? 5 8s are 40 is there, which is our symbol is minus, so that's why minus 40. So opposite sign means or otherwise in this way you can think here how many times a minus sign repeated there. One time a minus sign is repeated. That's why first we multiplied the given number and put a minus sign. One means odd number times a negative symbol repeated means our answer become negative answer. Here even times a minus symbol repeated means our answer become a positive answer. Second rule says that here two minus integers are coming, we multiply in time we get to positive integer. That means example minus 8 into minus 9 both are negative numbers. So minus 8 into minus 9 become how much? First we multiply 8 into 9 become how much? 72. Here see how many times minus sign repeated there. 2 times are minus sign repeated. That's why we get a positive 72 as answer there. So remember odd times minus sign repeat, answer is minus answer. Then even times minus sign repeat means answer will become positive answer. It will get in the odd time minus sign repeated means we get a negative answer. Even times positive negative symbol repeated means we get a positive answer. Example, one more example I give a minus 3 into minus 2 into plus 2. Minus 2. See here numbers. First we multiply all this number. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12 is the answer. Then here how many times minus sign repeated there? 3 times minus sign is repeated. 3 is odd or even. First we think that 3 times means 3 is an odd number. That's why our answer become a negative answer is coming there. Then another one more example, minus 2 into minus 5 into minus 4 into minus 1 like this way. So what we want to do, first we multiply the given numbers. 2 5s are 10, 10 4s are 40, 40 into 1 comes to be 40 is our answer. Multiplying 10 here. Then check it how many times minus and repeating there. Here how many times repeated there? 4 times. 4 is odd or an even number. 4 is an even number. That's why our answer become a positive. 40 is our answer. This is related to our multiplication rule. Then next I go into subtraction case, same as our additionally, then minus of minus change to plus we read and doing the answer same. Then division case, here it is same as our multiplication rule only. Then next question, remaining part more detail we can discuss in the exercise. So doing time we can discuss there. The next one is telling about a rational numbers. So integers case, I hope integers case you can understand what I say in there. Then next our topic, we come to our topic is rational numbers. So what about the rational numbers? Numbers can be expressed as in form of a P by Q, where P and Q are integers. where P and Q are integers, they are integers, and Q is not equal to 0. Here rational number says that the numbers can be expressed as in form of a P by Q, where P and Q are the integers and Q not equal to 0. Example, then here P and Q have no common factor except one is the common factor. That means such type numbers we call such P and Q, such type numbers we call it as a co-prime number. Co-prime numbers means numbers having only one common factor, that is 1. Such type numbers we call it as a co-prime number. Here P and Q are co-prime numbers there. So example for rational numbers, example is 2 by 3. Here 2 represent as a P value, Q represent as a here 3 is a Q value. That's why 2 by 3 is a rational number. This is a positive rational number. Next word is minus 7 by 8. Next example, minus 7 by 8. Minus 7 is a negative integer, that is our P value. 8 is a positive integer, then that is our Q value. So minus 7 by 8 is a rational number. That's why we can say the numbers can be expressed as in form of a P by Q form. That means numerator by denominator form. We can say that it is a rational number. So rational number means we can express as in form of a P by Q. P by Q means fractional form. Then we can say it is a rational. Then remember denominator never comes as a 0. Denominator, that's why here writing Q value not equal to 0. Then here you have doubt, here is it minus 8 is a rational number or not? Yes, minus 8 is a rational number. Why? Because minus 8 we can express as in form of a minus 8 by 1. That's why minus 8 is a rational number. We can write here minus 8 is the P value, 1 is the Q value. Another example, 10 is a rational number or not? Yes, 10 is a positive number. It is a rational number only. Why it is a rational? We can express it as a 10 by 9. 10 is a Q value and 1 is a P value. So 10 is a P value and 1 is a Q value. That's why we can say they are the rational numbers there. So remember, denominator not comes to be 0, and 0 also we can say that a rational number. Why? Because 0 we can represent as a 0 by a 1. Here P value indicated as a 0 and a denominator Q value denoted as a 1. So 0 by 1 is also a rational number. This is the about rational numbers there. Then next I'm telling about properties of a I hope today's topic you can understand. Tomorrow's topic is properties of a rational numbers. So thank you all of you.